Hey everyone, welcome back to the Wyoming Knits YouTube channel. My name is Jenny Lee, and this is my channel where I like to talk about all the things that I've been knitting on over the past week. Today is Sunday, April 12th, 2026, and this is episode 134. You can find me on Instagram as Jenny Lee Knits, and you can find me on Ravelry as Jenny Lee S Knits. And today I'm coming to you from Southwest Wyoming, where I live with my husband, our daughter, and our little Yorkie, Dax. It is currently 54 degrees outside. It is that time of year where the mornings are chilly, but the sun shines and warms everything up. So I am wearing my sea glass cardigan that I finished last year. This is a design by Woolen Pine. It is fingering weight held double with a DK weight. So I took all my fingering weight scraps, and it is 1x1 color work. I held this Knit Picks Swish in the color, I want to say moss. I have some right here, let me check. Yes, I held this as I was doing my 1x1 color work. It is the color of the cuffs and the collar. I did the shawl collar instead of a button band. And I love how warm it is. I put it on this morning because I was feeling just a little cold. And hopefully it warms up a little bit. I think the high is supposed to be 57, but with the sun shining, it warms up the house pretty nicely. So we'll see how warm it gets. But I wanted to wear this because it was just a little chilly this morning. It's currently 12:35 p.m. We have some blue skies and some big puffy clouds out there. So hopefully it stays nice today. We had a lot of wind yesterday and a little bit of rain. So let's get into what I worked on this week. I have 2 finished objects and 2 works in progress for you this time. So let's start with works in progress. No, let's start with finished objects. So the first thing I finished, I showed you these last week. I finished the It'll Be Fine socks. I was right here on the second sock. So I knit the whole rest of the leg, the heel, the foot, and the toe. I finished these on April 8th. So those are all done. I knit these on ChowGoo 9-inch circular needles, US size 0 2 millimeter. I did 64 stitches. I cast on using a German twisted cast on. I knit 20 rounds for the cuff, and then I started in on the It'll Be Fine pattern, and I did that for 70 rounds. I put in the heel from the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla socks on 9-inch circulars, and then when I got to the toe, I put in the toe from the Crazy Sock Ladies vanilla socks pattern also, just because those are easy and I've done those on pretty much every sock. But this has a fun texture that goes across the sock. So these ones are finished. This is a Momma Just Knits yarn. This was the second Sunday of Advent that I cast on in December, and it is called Cozy Reading Nook, and the mini was Midnight. So I cast these on in December for the 4 Sundays of Advent. I opened all 4 of those and cast them on, and this is the last one I finished. So these ones are finished, and I am so excited. I can't wait to wear them. Then after I finished those, I picked up the next pair of Momma Just Knits sock set. I had on the needles. I had the New Year's Eve cast on set, on the needles, and I finished that one. I think I was right here on the first sock. So I finished up the first sock and cast on the second one and finished it this morning. So I kitchenered the toe. I think I did one more round in the main color and then did the toe this morning. So this is the String of Lights pattern by Witchery, and it also came with a mini. The mini was also Midnight. They both came with the same blue. This also started with 64 stitches, 20 rounds for the cuff, 70 rounds for the leg. I substituted in the slip stitch heel flap from the Crazy Sock Ladies Vanilla Socks on 9-inch circulars, and the toe from that pattern also. I did the String of Lights pattern on the top of the foot. I am so glad to have both of these off the needles. I started this one the second, I think I started this one December 8th, and I finished them April 8th. And I started these on December 31st and finished them April 12th. It is 4 months into the year, and I am finally finished with all of the socks that I brought into 2026 with me. There was 3 pairs of socks I cast on after January that I have finished and gifted. So these are the last 2 pairs of socks for me, and I cast on a new pair of socks. So that was all my finished objects. Let's talk about works in progress. The first work in progress I have you've seen before, and this is in a, let me find the tag, a Redsldycreats bag. I will have all the bag shops, all the patterns, my project page, and the yarn shops linked in the description box below. If I can link a yarn shop or bag shop, it will be down there. So this is my Redsldycreats bag, and it has my Jaunty shawl in here. I am using some home handspun that I got from a fiber festival probably in 2022, maybe even 2021. So I was right here last time, and I've done about that much. I think I'm getting closer to the decreases. I am getting closer to having this side finished. We have big color stripes at the beginning that grow into smaller color stripes. That's blowing out a little bit so you can see the color. This is a fun half fisherman's rib pattern where you just work back and forth. The front side, excuse me, the front side is the side that you do the half fisherman's rib on, and the back side you just knit all the way across. You do some decreases every so many rows. So I put my row counter right here so I can remember to do my increases. But hopefully I will be on the decreases soon. Let's see how much my yarn weighs. You're supposed to go until you have 45% used, so you have 55% of your cake left. I started with 177 grams, and I am at 113.8. I have to get to 79 grams, so I have about 40 grams left I need to knit into here before I start the decreases. So I have my little pocket scale that I keep in the bottom of the bag. I am really enjoying this pattern. I like to work on this at night when I don't really want to think about anything. I have to think about, what row am I on? Am I doing a knit in the row below purl, or am I knitting straight across? And sometimes I'm doing a knit in the row below purl, and I think I'm doing the knit straight across, but my hands are doing the right thing. My hands are on the right side. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And I'm like, what stitch did I just do? Oh, I just purled. Okay. So that is getting some work. And then I think after I finished my It'll Be Fine socks, I grabbed this bag, and I had already caked up some yarn that I want to use to make my mom some socks and my mother-in-law some socks. So I grabbed this cake. This one is my Yarnable. It's a Yarnable yarn, Shroom with a View, and I want to say it was November? No. September 2025. I want to keep the tag in here for a little bit longer because I have my mother-in-law's in here also that I'm going to be moving to a different bag, and then if I take the tag out, I won't get them, probably won't get them mixed up, but I want to be able to keep the tag with the yarn for a little bit longer. I am using 9-inch circular needles, size 0, US size 0, 2mm, and I cast on 64 stitches using a German twisted cast on, and I did 20 rounds in a 2x2 rib for the cuff, and then I started in on the second breakfast pattern by Witchery. I really love this waffle pattern. I think it starts right here. So I've been working on this just a little bit. I probably have about 16 rows on here so far in pattern. So I will be working on these for Mother's Day. Mother's Day is in May here in the US. So hopefully I can have these done by Mother's Day, and these ones done by Mother's Day. This one is something to do with lemons, I think. Squeeze the Day. It's a May 2025. So both of those are in this bag. This is a, I don't remember. I will have it linked, the bag maker shop linked in the description box below. Oh, Fancy Boy Designs. Right here. And that is everything I worked on this week, I think. I didn't work on any blankets. I didn't work on any sweaters. I have all of this stuff by my chair downstairs, and I just worked on these socks so I could get them all finished and be done so I could cast on new socks. I think I'm starting to look at what what time of year it is, what I want to have finished, and thinking, oh, I gotta get some of these things finished because I have, I think, at least 4 more pair of socks I want to finish. No, I have the 2 socks for Mother's Day, and then I would love to cast on 2 more pair of socks for my 2 sister-in-laws for Mother's Day. If I can get those finished, that would be awesome. And then I have 2 pairs of socks that I want to knit for the 2 new people in our area at school. Everybody has a pair of socks but these 2 people, and I would love to make them socks before the end of the year. Hopefully I get that done. I think they'll both be there again next year, but I want to get that done before the end of the year. Then I have the blanket that I want to finish for Christmas, which if I don't have it done before summer, that's fine. And then I have my daughter's cardigan that I want to finish for her. She told me don't stress too much about it. When it gets finished, but hey, please work on it. So I'll be working on that also. So I think for a little while it might be a lot of socks, and then I'll start working on socks and get a little burnt out on socks and be like, no, I'm working on something for me. And so we'll just see what happens over the next couple of weeks, what I decide to work on, what I get finished, what I'm motivated to work on. Sometimes I just want to selfishly knit, and that is okay. I want to finish things for other people because I love them and I would love to gift them things. And then other times I'm like, no, I want to knit for me. This is my hobby. It's my yarn. I want it for me. So I go back and forth between the two. Upcoming plans: on Friday I am going to the Great Basin Fiber Arts Fair in, I want to say, it's by Ogden, but that's not the town. Let me pull it up. It is in Farmington, Utah, on April 17th and 18th. I will be going Friday the 17th. I'm planning on getting there 10:30-ish, spending a few hours there. So if you're going and you see me, definitely stop me and say hi and tell me you watched the channel. I will have some stickers with me. The lights just, I don't know if it was the lights or a power bump or something. So Great Basin Fiber Arts Fair on Friday. I will be going to that. The next thing I will be going to is local yarn store day at the Yarn in the Tail on the following Saturday. What day is that? The 25th. Saturday the 25th. And I will probably go, it's in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I'll probably be there sometime after 10 and I'll try to hang out. I'm sure I'm going to be buying the whatever color for LYS Day, or if there's any Blackbird Sycamore what is it called? The one you can only get that year. I don't remember. The words have... Thank you, perimenopause, for all the wonderful things you have done to my brain. So I will be going to those 2 things in the next 2 weeks. Then we have a month left of school, and then it's summertime and the Cowboy Yarn Crawl. I will put up another graphic of the cowboy yarn crawl. It is in 8 different yarn stores across Wyoming, from Memorial Day until Labor Day. So if you can come to Wyoming and participate in the yarn crawl, that would be awesome. Be sure to stop in Rock Springs. And if you are traveling and you are planning on going to Rock Springs and you're planning on going to the yarn store and you would like to meet me, I would love to come see you. Just shoot me a message on Instagram and tell me what day you'll be there, and I could try to make that work. Come see you. It's so fun to get to meet all of the other knitters in this community, all of the other crafters. I think that is all I have for you this week. Kind of a shorter episode this time. I haven't worked on a lot of things. I look at my knitting and kind of get decision paralysis. I'm like, I want to finish this, but I don't want to work on it. I want to work on this other thing. So then I end up procrastinating a little bit and not getting some stuff done. So hopefully I can work on some socks and just slowly get those done, and then work on some of the other things for me. I really, really want to cast on the Prospect pullover. I want to cast on a new no frill sweater. I want to cast on a new California sweater. So we'll see what I get up to. I want to work on my Anna Cortez pullover. I want to start a Fidalgo cardigan. I just want to start all the things, but I also have 15 projects, 15 works in progress right now. According to my phone, I have 15 things that have been cast on. So we will see if I can get some of those off the needle before I cast on anything more than socks. So I will see you next Sunday after the Great Basin Fiber Arts Fair, and I will show you all of the things that I purchased while I was there. Sometimes I want to take some footage, but then I just want to be in the moment. Maybe I'll get some pictures with a couple people and pop those up. And until then, happy knitting.